Hello, welcome to the award ceremony of GeCCo 2017. I'll be your master of ceremonies. My name is Josipa. I'm from Croatia. Currently here in Zagreb, it's very snowy, but considering that it's December, it's nothing unusual for December in Northern Hemisphere. So finally, the time has arrived for you to find out who are the winners of this year's GeCCo. I know it's been a long 4 weeks of you for you to wait to find out, but we have a very good program for you, and hope after the award ceremony you'll be satisfied with your results. So this is the program, and as you can see, you will have a lot of opportunities to hear again from our GeCCo project owner, Alena, and also we have prepared for you a keynote speech by Tom Taylor. And as the time goes, you'll be able to find out all relevant news on winners. And so let's move on. Announcement of the winners. There are way too many categories, and we have prepared really good prizes for you, so stick on. This year's GeCCo is, when it comes to the numbers, as you can see, there are 20 countries who have participated, 120 participants. And in only 2 days, you managed to solve one case study. This year's GeCCo has spanned over 4 continents, and 7 core team members are responsible for its organization. So the key question here: who is the best among these 20 teams? Who is the #1? Well, we'll find out soon. First of all, big thanks to my core team members. As you can see, we're also a very international team. And Alena from Czech Republic, Katja from Austria, Denisa from Czech Republic as well, Gundars from Latvia, Kim from Finland, Francesca from Italy, and I'm from Croatia. So we got by with a little help from our friends. Big thanks to them as well. We wouldn't able to manage this event without their help. And as you can see, our umbrella organization is also one of our sponsors. Each year we get a truly amazing support from PM World Library, from the US, and from Penny. From this year, she also provided us with her virtual leadership book, a discount for it. So you'll be able to enjoy her materials as well. Also, this year we have some new sponsors on board. On first picture, you can see Hassan Osman. He provided us with a webinar, and with his book as well. From Austria, we have Roland Garros Consulting. They also will be giving away a few books. And from Denmark, we have Morten Fangel, who should be with us. Let me check. Yes, Morten is here. Morten, I will make you a panelist, so you can say few words to our Morten, can you hear me? Please turn on your mic. Yes. I guess. I guess we're having a bit of a difficulty. Maybe later we'll be able to hear what Morten has to say. Okay. We'll move on. But as you can see, Morten provided us with his book, Proactive Project Management, and also you can, second place team will get an access to his monthly webinar. but also for all of you, you can also join his next webinar on this Monday. So what's next? We prepared a few welcome speeches and one keynote speech. First is Alena, our project owner. Alena, are you? Yes, Alena is here. Hello.
Hello,
Hi
can you
to
hear
Prague.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Everything's
Great.
okay. How are you?
I'm fine. We don't have a snow as you do in Zagreb. We have more cold and wet streets, so not much Christmas mood in here. Thank you for the chance to talk to you right now. I would like to thank to everyone who has participated global eCollaboration competition. I would like to also thank to core team who made excellent job to make this event happen. I would like to thank to our great keynotes, because without them, the participants wouldn't have so much great insights about project management and how to work in virtual teams. And of course, I would like to thank to our sponsors, IPMA and Young Crew Management Board as well. I hope that you enjoyed the competition, that you had a lot of fun. You learned a lot about virtual cooperation, and hopefully you made a lot of friends for a lifetime. Yeah. I hope also that you will join GeCCo next year, or you will recommend GeCCo for, to your friends, so they will be able to join and experience the same great event as you did this year. Or if you are willing to take a next step, then of course you can wait for a call to join our core team next year and organize this event yourself. So I know that you are all waiting impatiently to get results, so I won't stop you any longer. I hope that you will enjoy award ceremony and hopefully see you next year.
Thank you for your kind words, and I hope your words encourage all of our current participants to also join next year and also join our core team, because it's a truly marvelous experience to participate in such an event. Currently, thank you, and we'll move on with our program. We'll show you a short video from our core teams. So for you, considering that we were an online team and truly international team, it would be interesting for you to see how we managed to organize this event, to see a few photos from Prague. So here it is. Liked our video. It was such a fun experience to participate, and we're moving on. We're getting ready to welcome Tom Taylor from UK. Tom is online. Tom, you have been made a presenter, so please turn on your camera and your mic. Hello. Yeah, hello. I can hear you. Okay. Hello, Tom. How are you?
I'm very well. Can you see me?
No. Can you please turn on your camera?
Okay. Oh, that is me. Hello. Can you see me? Hello.
Hello. Sorry. Yeah, no? I can. Yeah, and we just make your presentation a full screen mode.
Okay. Sorry, do I have to do that, or can you do that?
No, you have to. You have to just. Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Am I going to talk to you for a little bit?
Yeah, so the stage is yours.
Okay. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, because you people are all over the world. And it is midday on Saturday here in London, in UK, and it's about 1 or 2 degrees, but very sunny and a cold wind. I think I'm supposed to be talking to you about fashions and trends, so I need your help. I have a hat here. Do you like this hat? It's an IPMA hat. Do you think it suits me? Do you think if I turn it this way, it sort of looks better? Or what happens if I turn it that way? You know, it's a bit more tennis-like. Maybe you don't like the white one. Maybe we should try the red one. It's got a yellow edge to it. Do you like that one? Or maybe we should try the black one. What I'm trying to get you to think is, do you like any of these hats? What do you think? What did you think for me? What did you think for you? So this is what we're going to be talking about today. Your reaction, yes, your reaction to fashions and trends. So I'm going to take, hopefully I'm going to take me off and bring on a presentation. Possibly. Yes, can you see that? Okay, so this is what it's about, spotting and reacting to fashions and trends in the project management community. It's my view of things, but I've been watching this for about 30 years now, so it's especially for you. Let me see. Whoa, hang on a minute. Let me just see if I can find... Yeah, so like all good presentations, it's in parts, and there's only 2 parts. So part 1 first, and then part 2. And part 1 is about your responsiveness and your appreciation of fashions and trends. So this is the techniques for you to select and to use whenever you like. Okay? And it's a short but important part of the presentation. The second part, well, I offer you a few examples for you to be thinking about, and you can test out your responsiveness and appreciation. So are we ready? Part 1 goes like this. So simple reactions and decisions. A binary position, like just yes or no, black or white, good or bad, take it or leave it. That is a really good reaction. So when I was putting those hats on, you might have been thinking, no, not that one, Tom. Oh, maybe that one. Oh, maybe that way. Okay, so that's what you're going to practice. Now, in the UK, this is what we must do. We must react. We cannot be passive. We must have an opinion, so we must be awake. Now, this applies to projects. We see quite a lot of people on projects who are not awake. They're asleep. They're asleep in meetings. They're asleep in webinars. They're just generally asleep. And therefore, they don't have any reaction and they don't have any opinion. Now, that's not to say that they use a reaction and they use the opinion. In fact, they may keep quiet. And that might be a good idea to start with. But what you're doing is you have these reactions. So it could be a reaction like, hey, I'm just aware of this. Hey, I'm going to ignore it. I'll recognize it. I'll acknowledge it. I'm going to accept this. I really appreciate it. In fact, I'm going to adopt it. I'm going to grasp it with both hands. I'm going to encourage somebody else to look at it. Maybe I'm going to exploit it. And these are all key words. The English language is really good with these sorts of words, okay? But we can now take it a little bit further, okay? So for each one of those, there are possible gestures. There you are, you can see some of them. There's possible sounds. There's even possible vocabulary and words. Let me just give you one example of that. There, recognize. Here you see somebody recognizing, possible, oh, they're going, oh, like that, that's a sound. They raise their eyebrows, look of slight surprise, maybe a finger goes up but sort of doesn't go anywhere. And they recognize it and they might say, I see. Really? Is that true? You will do different things in your countries, but so that was sort of, where was that? That was number 3, raised eyebrows and recognize. Of course, you can get this this presentation is available to you, so you'll be able to develop your own ideas. As I say, it's a UK version and it's still in development. Okay, so are you ready? Take some deep breaths, get a finger ready, and as these items come up, point to yourself, point to somebody else, tap yourself on the forehead knowingly, the end of your nose knowingly. Are you ready? Here we go. So here's my first option for you. This is a fashion or trend. We are seeing the arrival of educated project managers, but we're seeing their arrival into positions of influence and power. They are now climbing up the career chain. They have education and they have experience. Now, generations before project managers didn't always have a formal education. They may have had experience through working on projects, but they were not as well qualified. Now, these arrival of these educated project managers, they're moving things along. They are introducing systems and procedures which they have learnt through their education experience are good practice. And they are looking for similar people to themselves. Now, this is a phenomenon all over the world, in all societies and sectors, that the people employing people tend to employ people like themselves. So if all your project managers come from an engineering background in a company, they're probably going to keep employing the similar engineers. But what we're now seeing is senior people employing project managers are qualified project managers themselves, and therefore they are likely to be interested in and check the CVs and read their backgrounds and their education and be more sympathetic. So if you are a young crew type person looking for a job in project management, one of the things to do is to look at who are the bosses, and are the bosses ahead of me in their careers with similar backgrounds. We're seeing the arrival of the sustainability aware generation. These are people who are educated, knowledgeable and aware about sustainability, the environment, green issues, global warming. They've probably had education at school and at college. Now, if you're over 40, the chances are, 40 years of age, the chances are that you didn't get any formal education. And if you're personally interested, that's good. But not everybody got the education. So now we're seeing people who are sustainably aware, educated, knowledgeable, aware, as leaders, as team leaders. And even if as a young person you're not a leader or a team member or a team leader, you can still make a contribution, because you can raise the sustainability standards and the awareness of the whole team. In fact, the older team members may well welcome your perception and your knowledge and your pragmatism about sustainability. So there we see this as a trend. It gives the sustainability agenda, it gives young people a voice into meetings and procedures and processes. Here's a third one we're seeing, the appreciation of legacy, and this is what is the legacy of the project, and also backstory, what has happened so far. Those 0 to 7 stages you can see there are in fact the progression of most projects. It starts with sort of initiation, goes through feasibility, pre-construction, design, assembly, fabrication, construction, handover, occupation, loops back to with feedback and lessons learned, hopefully. There are not many project managers who see the 0 to 7 stages. You pick up at a particular point. You may arrive at stage 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. But what we're seeing is people wanting to know the backstory. What's happened so far? Has everything been done that should have been done? Are we in a good place? And going forward, beyond my stage, beyond my contribution, what is the legacy of my contribution? What is the legacy of this project? So we're seeing total life cycles, concentration on benefits rather than just deliverables, holistic views, a big picture, which might mean you see your project in the context of a program or a portfolio as well. People who seem to have the big picture or are interested in the big picture are going to be more valuable than the people who do not. And we're seeing a declining tolerance of failure, the expectation of success. The traditional time, cost, and scope, or quality, or function, those are still required, okay? But we're seeing other things. We're seeing a world in which all projects succeed, as per that cloud. Now, the small improvements thing with the UK cycling team, the UK cycling team's done very well in World Championships, the Olympics, and Tour de France, and other major ones. And what they did was they did not tolerate failure. But they did not throw everything away and start again. They just made small improvements. Now, that is what you guys can do. The arrival of this fashions and trends, they're not big steps always. They're little steps. We make things work a bit better, a bit better, a bit better, that sort of thing. And that's what we will be doing, all of us. Trying to avoid failure at all costs and trying to achieve success in our projects, through our projects, to our customers. Team member capabilities. Right, not everybody wants to be a team member. I liked your little video. It was quite clear that you were a team. Okay, so a number of people like to be in projects, but they don't necessarily want to be the project manager or the leader. So we're seeing team membership being a valuable thing. And you have team ethos then, where you support other team members. You recognize you have a choice of involvement. So sometimes in a meeting you may say a lot, and sometimes you might say very little, and sometimes you say nothing. And you've got that choice in the circumstance of the meeting. So what we are now seeing is people are much more aware of role models so that they can actually assess how to be a good team member. Do you like that one? I think we should be running half-day courses for people, how to be a good team member. Then we can move them on to team leadership. Oh, the other word is fellowship. I know it's not a proper English word, but when we keep talking so much about leadership, fellowship is required as well. It's a bit like just having one star player in a sports team of some sort. That's not good enough. The whole team needs to be good and play as a team. So we need to look for those sort of role model team player people. Oh, and here we go, good leadership. So not just leadership, we need good leadership. And either we might provide the leadership, or we recognize it in others, or we can support others, or we can join the leadership. Most of the projects I've worked on, there hasn't been a single leader, but there's been a leadership group, a leadership team. And we talk about people being control freaks, don't we? You know, and they want to control everything. Well, sometimes in the military, they use this phrase to be in command, but out of control. You let other people be the control freaks and do all the things. If you concentrate too much on control, then you probably don't have enough time for command. And we're seeing this in things like the role of sponsors. And in certain parts of the world, governments and big companies are very keen to develop the role of sponsors who are just good sponsors and aren't project managers and aren't trying to be project managers and aren't coming from a project management background. So therefore the project managers can provide, recognize, support and join those sort of leadership to be part of those teams. So my advice really is to look for the role models, to see the people who are leading on your projects, in your organizations, but maybe in your communities. You can see it in the news, on the television and radio, with politicians and business people like that. And you just start to see who are the good leaders and who are the less good leaders. Respect and trustworthiness is a nice phrase, and that definitely works with leaders, but both ways. They're not just trusted and respected, they trust and respect their teams as well. And I think one of the interesting things we're seeing is new commercial models to initiate projects, to get projects going, rather than some big black and white yes, no CapEx approval. There can be seed corn money. So we had a situation in a team where they would ask for something like 10,000 euros 10 times a year to do feasibility studies, and every time it was a battle to get the money. So what was agreed was, for the following year, a budget of 100,000 euros would be put to one side, and this could be called down in a much simpler and easier method. We're seeing the triple bottom line. You know all about that, but we're seeing that actually in what is now called benefits cases, which incorporate business cases. So we used to see a lot about where is the business case, but that was largely financial. Nowadays we're seeing people talk about benefits cases, and there will be financial benefits, social benefits, and environmental benefits. Was it people, planet, place, profit, sorry. Oh yeah, I like this one. I found this one a few years ago, and I just noticed it happening all the time. So in the project management community, we've become really congratulating ourselves on seeing this progression between projects and programs and portfolios. But in fact, they're not separate. They're all sort of flowing backwards and forwards. And above those three and below those three and to the side, there are other things. So even above the portfolio, there's something going on. I will call it portmanteau, which is sort of a bigger thing. That case is not quite a portmanteau in the picture. But it could be policy, or it could be politics with a big P, or politics with a small p. Or it could be principles, when it's spelt like that, with LES at the end, and that's the sort of ethos and foundation principles. Or it could be principals, which is ALS, which is people. The principals, the senior people. They're above the portfolio. They're making decisions. And even below or within the projects, then we have these sub-projects, which quite often for us are called parcels or packages. You notice where a lot of this starts with P. And then downwards and upwards and sideways, these all sort of flow amongst each other. So we shouldn't be too worried about not knowing the next stage or the stage beyond that. We should sort of have a feel of what is going on with all the P's. Oh, and then at the other end, we have poly project management. So this is multiple projects plus BAU, that's business as usual, operational size. Projects are often thought of as capital projects, and then there's operations going on at the same time. We're seeing research saying 33% of gross national products in Germany are on capital projects, with the remainder being business as usual and operations. And that's what our lives are like. This is called the work-life balance for individuals. So what we find is we have more than one project to be working on. They're at different stages. They've got different teams. They may have different processes and procedures. It's multiple. It's multiple everything. And therefore we have this self-managing necessity and this self-managing busyness. And we can see people who cope with the busyness and the poly project situation well, and we see people who don't cope quite so well. There used to be a phrase, well, it probably still is, which says, if you want something doing, give it to a busy person. They seem to get things done. Well, the busyness keeps going up and up. But don't think it's just recent in the past 20 years with emails and things. There was urgency and rush and difficulties and firefighting going on for decades and centuries before that. But there is generally a feeling that things are too busy at the moment. Oh, I'm nearly finished. This is the last one. I've interviewed a lot of project managers for positions over the years, and decided it'd be good to have some criteria, and these are my current criteria. I'm looking for people who are demonstrating these I's at interviews. They've probably already got through a screening process of some sort. I'm looking for intelligence in project management. I'm looking for integrity in projects. I'm looking for a certain amount of ingenuity. I prefer ingenuity to innovation, to be honest. Innovation requires quite a lot of investment and money, and you're not always sure what the return is. Ingenuity is a bit more sharp, a bit more light on your feet, a bit more savvy, maybe. So ingenuity, innovation, iGeneration, well, that's the iPhone, iPad, all that sort of techie stuff that you would expect people to do. And I'm looking for some individualism. I'm looking for some character and whatnot. Oh, and just looking at the bottom, yeah, that was a joke we used to do. We were looking for 5 C's at one time. We wanted people who were clever, confident, credible, communicators, and qualified. So I know it doesn't start with C, but that was the joke. So here's an extra item, the fashion and trend. The profile of PPPM, or Project Programs and Portfolio Management, is widening. It's improving. It's in the media. The public are aware. The public society will say, who is the project manager for this project? They didn't used to ask that. It's in all sectors, absolutely all sectors. When I started, it was probably in things like construction, civil engineering, defense, big defense projects. IT, believe it or not, 30 years ago, IT was heavily into project management, and that's where things like Prince 2 came from. But now, everywhere. So, banking, insurance, retail, leisure, pharmaceuticals, life sciences, you name it. Oh, and then there's chartered I've written there because in UK APM has achieved chartered status, which is added to the profile everywhere in the country. And I've missed a few off of these dilemmas and fashions. There's a debate going on about whether we should be adopting good practice or best practice. You will all know the traditional, classic, agile, waterfall type conversations which people are aware of. Change management or project management or project enabling, project transformation. These terms are being changed. It's not just project management. Cost reduction or value creation or meet. Meet is the most economically advantaged tender, which means not quite the lowest price, but other criteria. And then the ITC we're seeing, well, we mentioned that a bit earlier, but the information technology and communications, sometimes what you use in the project is not the same as you would do for the project. And it may be more sophisticated or less sophisticated. We're seeing clients or customers or consumers being discussed. And yeah, I like this conversation, which is, are you doing PM, like on a Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 type approach? Are you being a PM, where almost you can't switch yourself off from doing it? And the Internet of Things, big data, carbon capture and storage, terrorist capture and storage. Oh, I like that one, yeah. Feelings of faster, further, larger, higher, 3D printing. There you are, you can see it. Oh, use of drones. Yeah, I didn't think anything of that, and then actually we then found a use for drones with cameras on a project, and you just wouldn't have thought about that a few years ago. And when we talked about it a year ago, it cost so much, and the cost has come right down now. Things like that. So they were the top 10 or 11 I spoke about. I hope you were reacting in a binary way of going, yeah, we know about that one, Tom, or whoa, that's an interesting one, or hey, I might put that one to the back burner and save it for another situation, another day. But whatever I'm coming across, you're coming across different things in different ways. My main interest in this talk is to make you aware that you have to react to these things. So you can react with graded words or scores, just a high or low appreciation. I like the gestures. I tend to use one finger. In extreme circumstances, I may use two fingers and tap both sides of my head. But I sometimes write notes in books and things, my notepads, and say, must make a note of that. And generally, I try and keep my wits about me and about you. So that's me. I'm still very much involved with APM, and through that, IPMA, and through that young crew, and have watched your progress. Dashdot is a little business I run, providing consultancy and support and training, and I'm still a founding partner and retained advisor of a successful project management outfit in UK, mainly in property and construction. There they are. We're done. Thank you very much indeed. I can hear the applause right here. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you very much for your keynote speech. Are there any questions for Tom?
Yes.
Yeah, Gundars, feel free to ask.
Yeah, I have the microphone, so I'm I have the luxury to ask it directly. Okay, Tom, question. Which one would you rather choose, good or best practice? Either good or either best one?
I like good practice because I think that's reliable. If you think that best is probably at the top, well, if we had A, B, and C, A is the top 20%, stands for A teams, that sort of thing. C is the bottom 20%, stands for cowboy teams. So in the middle, we've got 60% of B teams who are busy bees, who are honest, sensible people. And generally, I like working with those teams. If it's all A, it can be a little bit dangerous almost, and people try too hard. Sometimes the people are too popular and too good, and they get dragged off onto other things. Sometimes when we try and be too best practice, we're actually taking chances and risks with innovation. We're trying to be at a cutting edge, which has natural risks to it. So quite often good practice is sufficient. Good practice will get you success, you see. In a world in which all projects succeed, it's good practice which will get us there. That's sort of, yeah, sorry, not scientifically proven too well, but that's sort of my opinion.
Okay, excellent, because that's also my opinion as well, that I usually go for the good practice in my projects.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Any other questions?
If so, feel free to raise your hand, or you
there is a question.
There is?
Yeah, in the questions box there is a question. The question is from Massier. How to check beforehand if your future how to check beforehand if your future project managers has like this similar background knowledge?
That's a good question. Yes. It is interesting. If you take those the 0 to 7 stages and you ask your team members, have you been involved in this type of project before, and at which stages? It's quite interesting because we find that, I mean, I'm dealing with design teams and construction teams, so there can be, easily 10 different organizations there with 1 or 2 people representing each organization, and it's interesting how they don't always have the experience. They may have worked on that sort of project but at a different stage, or they may have worked on that stage but on a different sort of project. So it is useful to find out the real experience, and some of these are very big companies, so they've got the experience there. It's just we're not getting it on our job because it's in another office or those sort of people aren't available. When we realize that we have got relative strengths and relative weaknesses, we can do something about it. We can spend a bit more time explaining to each other what goes on at a stage or on a type of project. Maybe we could do a benchmark visit or two. Maybe we could just have some inductions. Maybe we take things a little bit slower so that not everybody assumes everybody understands all the terminology and the 3- and 4-letter acronyms and things like that. So yeah, I think it is worth checking. But I mean, just expanding your question, not just checking the project manager suitability and background, but the team and the team members. So we sometimes have a phrase of, do you want to get started or do you want to get organized? Because we can get it started right now and dash around and have lots of meetings. We don't quite know what we're doing, but we're rushing around. We've started, and it would have been better to have spent a little bit of time getting organized. And that means knowing your team and its relative strengths, experience, availability, and that sort of stuff.
Great. I think, yeah, there are not any more questions.
Okay, good.
So, thank you once again for this speech. I hope you inspired a lot of young project managers here to think clearly about their projects and their capabilities. So I'm pretty sure that we'll be collaborating together in the future as a young crew. And thank you once again. You can stay with us and follow our award ceremony until the end to see who are the winners. So,
well, thank you. I'd like to do that, and good luck with all your young crew activities.
Thank you very much. So we will continue with our award ceremony. Currently, we have prepared for you a speech by head of jury Bernhard Heideher. As you know, all of your case studies have been evaluated by jury. Jury was also extremely international team, so Bernard prepared a short video for you to so you can see how it was for them to there you go. This was a speech by head of jury Bernard. Thank you, Bernie, for your kind words. He cannot hear us currently because he's not with us online, but don't worry, we tagged him in an email. So now finally it's the time for you to find out who are the winners. We wanted to keep you a bit of impatient, but now it's your time to shine. You have worked so hard, and now we will find who are the winners. Yes, we're definitely ready, and the moment is here. I will get a little bit of help from Gundars. Gundars, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but we don't see your screen.
You don't see my screen?
Yeah, you turned off the video, but didn't turn on the screen sharing.
Sorry. Here it is.
Yeah.
Everything's okay now?
Yep, everything's okay. Push the. Yep.
So, Phil, it's your time to announce the most active local organizers.
All right, so I'm taking over. Okay.
Yes.
As everyone knows, yeah, my name is Gundars. I'm responsible for the marketing in the project, and I think you have seen me, of course, before as well. Yeah, we had like 20 countries participating, so every single country has had a local organizer. And as everyone was informed before, we told that we will be giving out the, let's say, the prizes for the best and most active local organizers, because like we are encouraging the young people to the young crews to join the GeCCo project and spread the word about the GeCCo, and we want to say thank you to the let's say the most active ones. The things that those there are six of most active local organizers. The things the prizes that the best local organizers will get are the following. It will be ICB4 and Project Excellence baseline books that you will receive by mail, and also GeCCo t-shirts. GeCCo t-shirts are not only for the most active local organizers, but also for every local organizer too. So you will also get GeCCo t-shirts as well. And so the moment of waiting is through, and I'm ready to announce that. Click. Yeah, the most active local organizers are the following: Yankro Croatia, Ivana Dražnic, Yankro Nigeria, Bolovatif Kayode, Yankro Spain, Joaquim Abadin Mayo, Yankro Chile, Carlos Portilla, Yankro Italy, Tommaso Spano, and Yankro Czech Republic, Denisa Shramkova. So congratulations to these 6 very, very active Yankroers. We really, really appreciate your work, and of course, there are many people who have, let's say, who have been first active as a local organizer in the GeCCo project, and then, for example, next year or after the next year, they become core team members. So we are looking at these great people to join the core team the next year as well. All right, best local, the most active local organizers, done. Click. Yeah, and I also have the honor to announce the next prize in the GeCCo, and that is the most active social media team. As you remember, during the GeCCo, we encouraged teams to post content on social media channels regarding the GeCCo, and there were quite a few teams that posted quite a lot of interesting and really, really engaging content that we liked. But the winner is one. And I am really happy and proud to announce that the winner as the most active social media team is Team 18 Pitatos. Here are some of the posts they made, so congratulations to this team as well. This team, every single team member gets an ICB4 book, so you will also receive that as well. So yeah, most active social media team, Team 18 Pitatos. Back to you, Josipa.
Yeah, thank you, Gundars, for your help. And now we're moving on with our awards. So you also had an opportunity to express why GeCCo is important to you, and the best submission that we got was from Ana Janusz from Serbia, from Team 20. As you can see, she was very creative and expressed herself through this drawing. Anna will get a project management book, Many Cultures, One Team, by Catherine Mercer-Bing. So congratulations, Anna. We're moving on. Next category is Best PRECASE Solution. As you probably know, the one you have chosen, the one where you were able to vote for your, for other teams. And the winners are Team 1, Atlas Team, for their Best PRECASE Study Solution. Each member of their team will get a project management book, Influencing Virtual Teams, 17 Tactics That Get Things Done with Your Remote Employees, by Hassan Osman. Congratulations. And now the final countdown is about to sorry. First, we're halfway through, and if your name hasn't still showed up, don't get discouraged, because we have taken care for, as you can see, all of you will get something. So Goodies for Everyone include Penny Poulan's voucher discount for her book Virtual Leadership, and our friends from Project Management World Library have taken care of you as well. You will get an 80% discount for Project Management World Library membership. And now it's the time to find out who are the best 3 winning teams. So the third place of this year's GeCCo is for drum rolls. Team 11 Project Management Masters. Their solution was rated by evaluation jury members as for the 3rd place. And now we will show you their video to see what they have done to deserve this 3rd place. So sorry about the technical difficulties to team number 11. This is an introduction to this GoToWebinar, this possibility to present videos. So I guess we had a bit of a problem with it, but don't worry. All of the videos of teams will be uploaded to YouTube. So, and we'll also share it with you. So afterwards you'll be able to watch them and comment them, and that's it. So now I will invite Eleni from Greece. She's a jury member, and she will give a feedback to team number 11. Just a minute. Eleni is here. There you go. Just let me make you Eleni, I unmuted your mic. Can you hear us? No, wait. You're a panelist now, Eleni?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome. Welcome.
Hello, and nice to see everybody. One more year here in the GeCCo Awards ceremony. Hello to everybody from me. I'm Eleni Tsechelidou from Greece. I would like to congratulate everybody who participated in this year's GeCCo. It was, I hope, an amazing experience for all of you. And I'm here to give a short feedback to Team 11 PM Masters. It seems that you are Project Management Masters after all, and congratulations for getting one of the top winning places in GeCCo 2017. So, what got Team 11 here to this point? One of your basic strengths was that you had excellent communication stakeholder management. You had full information, detailed analysis with all the information that we needed to see. I can give you some examples. We had a process that was established and followed, resulting in a detailed stakeholder analysis that took into account stakeholder expectations, the phase of the product life cycle with the greatest interest per stakeholder, and actions per every group. We also had a very efficient stakeholder communication strategy table. Something else that we liked very much about this team was the way that they managed the lessons learned. This team had a lessons learned meeting at every submission point during the competition, where they would all discuss what they've done well and what they could improve for the next round. This way they managed to improve their performance throughout the competition as well. One thing that we would suggest for further improvement in the future for the team would be the use of professional and well-established project management tools that would enable them to better present their work and have better results. Once again, congratulations from me and the rest of my colleagues. You've done a great job. We wish that we will see you maybe again here next year, and why not go for the first place. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your kind words. Yes, and I hope, as you said, they are, after all, project management masters. So no worries for them.
Seems they are. Good job.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your words. And team number 11 will get their awards. And for you, we have prepared a project management book, Proactive Project Management, and webinar, Get the Essence of Proactive Project Management, also free access to Virtual Working Summit and Project Management World Library free membership. So the book has been written by Morten van Gel. Morten should be, I hope we'll have in this time more luck to see and hear Morten. Morten, can you hear us? I guess. Morten? I guess not. Okay. You will get an opportunity to get a few words from Morten because you will join him during his webinar. But we'll let you know about it afterwards, the exact dates and everything. So we will move on further. After the third place, there comes a second place team. And there are, drum rolls, Team 17 Meraki. So we'll also, congratulations, and we'll also try, hopefully, this time to show you their video. I hope everything will properly work. So we are back. I guess we also had a bit of a technical difficulties with this one. But once again, congratulations to the second place team, Team 17 Meraki. And they will also get a feedback from one of the jury members. This time you will get from Elena from Australia. Just give me a second to make you a panelist, Elena. Can you hear me, Elena? Yes.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Hello. How is everything down under?
It's a bit late at night here. We already have Saturday late night, and it is summer here, so no snow for us today.
Yes.
Because we have everything upside down here. It is really great to see you guys all tonight, and really pleased to be the part of the award ceremony. I have a bit of a personal attachment to GeCCo because I participated once myself back in 2012. And I remember all the challenges that are associated with the competition, and I know how much effort it takes to go till the very end, and how much teamwork is required for it as well. So I was really pleased to be judging the submission by Team Meraki together with Michael, and there was a lot of positives about the submission. One of the things that struck us straight away was that the submission had a very nice personal touch, and it felt for us like we had a very good understanding who the team members were, and a little bit about their personalities as well. You've also done really well to identify the communications principles early in the piece, and with that you also managed to distribute the workload so all the team members have got some rest. Well done for that. That's good teamwork. Also, what we were really pleased to see was how you treated risk management. Obviously, it's one of your very strong areas. Apart from the risk assessments and the normal risk assessment tools, you've also presented a really nice fishbone diagram, which was done really well. Good work there. And one of the other really strong points there was how you managed the WBS. You provided a really good dashboard. And there was a Gantt chart presented, so your scope management was there, very high quality as well. There was one area of an improvement that we have identified, just some feedback that might help you on some of the projects you'll be running in the future. You could have spent a bit more time on the impact that your project is having on the stakeholders and getting feedback from your stakeholders on the way you're planning to deliver. But apart from that, your submission was very high quality, and it was a great pleasure to judge it. And it was really nice to also almost meet you personally through your submission. And good luck with you. Hopefully you get the second, or from the second to the first place next time you submit for GeCCo. All the best.
Thank you very much for these kind words. I hope also it encourages them to work even more and to become winners eventually. So thank you. And the second place team will also get many awards as well. One of them is Project Management Book Happy Projects by our sponsors Roland Garros. Online Training, How to Manage and Influence Your Virtual Team by Hassan Osman. And Project Management World Library free membership, free access to Virtual Working Summit, and t-shirts as well. So I think that after 1 month of you being impatient, waiting, the final moment has arrived. We will find out who are the winners of GeCCo 2017. All those hours of hard and dedicated teamwork, sleepless nights, gave us the ultimate winners, and they are, drum rolls.
Josipa, we don't see the presentation.
Yeah, there we go. First place. Are we ready? And here they are. Our winners are Team 10, Victoria's Secret. Congratulations. And they proved to be the best ones. And we will also get a short feedback from jury member. However, Inese from Latvia couldn't be with us here, so she pre-recorded the video. Now Gundars will show it. There you go, Gundars.
No, you will show the team video first.
Sorry. My bad. Sorry. Yeah. I will show you a video of a winning team. Here it is. There you go. This one was a bit shorter one, but they still managed to get a first place. So now, Gundars, it's your turn now. And Gundars will show you a short video from Inese from Latvia. She is a jury member, but unfortunately she wasn't able to be with us here today online. So she took care of it and made a short video where she made remarks on their work.
Okay, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I will try to put on the sound as much as possible so that hopefully everyone hears, yeah?
Hi everyone, my name is Ines Luka. I'm from Latvia. I'm one of the jury members of GeCCo 2017. I'm also related with the GeCCo some years, at the beginning as a team member and now as a jury member. And I'm sure that all of you got new knowledge and best experience in multicultural and virtual project management. So congratulations with that. And winners of this year, as you know, are team number 10. So why team number 10? I hope that everyone of team number 10 listens to me now. And team number 10, you demonstrated an excellent teamwork skills by creating productive and collaborative atmosphere, and we saw it in all your submissions. As a positive aspect is that at the beginning of the competition you set the communication principles and two defined roles. You showed a constant improvement during the whole competition. Also, you provided an excellent project summary and detailed project plan. And of course, according to the case studies, there could be some improvements in stakeholders' engagement, in more detailed risk analysis and risk mitigation plan. Also, I would like to highlight the way how you designed your submission. It was very innovative approach and very well structured. So I wish you to continue your GeCCo story and implement the project which you have designed. So I promise to participate in your secret PM conference if you will organize that. And also, I wish you good luck in your project manager's career. Congratulations again, and hope to see you in this conference, and hope to see you in next GeCCo editions. Thank you, and bye. Celebrate.
All right. This IDS video is also available in our Facebook page. Not in the Facebook page, in YouTube channel, so you can see that there as well. Josipa, back to you.
Sorry, I'm here. Back to me, and this is our winning team. And as the song goes, the winner takes it all. And by all mean, very special prizes for the winning team. So the winning team will firstly get an IPMA Level D certificate. After that, they'll also have an ability to travel to a Global Young Crew workshop. They'll get tickets for it, each member of the team. As well, Project Management World Library free membership, free access to virtual working summits, and t-shirts. And also they'll get an opportunity to share with all of their friends that they're winners of GeCCo on all of their social media, so feel free to do it. And considering that we are getting closer to the end of this session, we would like to hear from you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them in our questions box. Also, you can raise your hand. It would be cool to get someone from the winning teams to share their secret, how they won it. So feel free to raise your hand. Also, yeah, it seems that we finally got Morten online.
I saw Morten with the camera, yeah.
Yeah, Morten, wait, let me, Morten, can you hear us?
Yeah. No, Morten, we can see you, but we cannot hear you.
Okay, no problem.
No, we hear you, we hear you.
Finally, the third luck is the charm, you know what they say. So, yeah. Thank you, Morten.
Okay.
Hello.
It's been very interesting to follow the ceremony. Thank you very much. And I hope those getting the book Proactive Project Management will benefit from that.
Yeah. And thank you for supporting us with your books and with your webinar. So feel free to invite those of who are interested to participate in your webinar on this Monday. And for the members of the third place team, they will also get a special invitation for the webinar in January. We'll arrange it, and they'll be able to learn something more on proactive project management. Anything from your side to say to congratulate Morten to the winners or something? Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Anything else to say?
Again, I have just been very impressed of everything being presented here, and wish you good luck with the further progress with the entire program. Mm-hmm.
Great.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much for these kind words. Thank you once again. Anyone else from the Anyone else who would like to share something? Maybe feel free to.
I think Nicholas wants to share something. I see, and Lucy as well.
Wait, I will. Nicholas first. Wait, I'll make you a panelist. Nicholas, can you hear it? Yeah, we can hear you. Hello.
Hello. Now the camera should work.
Yeah.
Yes, it works.
Yeah. It was very, very great to see GeCCo and the winners and the videos. Congratulations. Looking forward to see the next year's edition. As some of you might know, I'm the chairman-elect for the 2018 to 2020 period of the Young Crew Management Board, and looking really forward to the further development of this project and to many, many people who will apply to the core team next year.
Yeah, great. Congratulations on being chosen as our new chairman, and we hope that under your leadership, Young Crew will even be better, and we will get more things done. So thank you for your kind words as well. And now Lucia from Switzerland, the member of the winning team. You're a panelist now, so feel free to. Lucia, can you hear us?
Yeah, let's see. Lucia is here. Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Hello. Congratulations. You're a winner.
Thank you so much.
So, what was your secret? How did you win? Or maybe you cannot share it.
We can share it because it's really valuable to everyone. We agreed in the first few minutes that it's not about winning. We just want to have fun, and I guess this is our secret.
Yeah. Are you still online? Or
can you hear me?
Yeah,
now
sorry,
we can hear you.
Did you hear the secret?
That we hear, but it seemed that it like cut off a bit.
Maybe it should be shared. Maybe that's maybe it should be kept a secret. Who knows?
It's just about fun. That's the secret.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it sounds very easy.
I have to say a big congratulations to our team. We just had the best team and such great people. We had so much fun, and thanks to the organizers for this awesome experience. It was amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. And once again, go on and celebrate in this online world with your teammates. Anyone else from the winning team? Milos, maybe you would like to say something if you're still online? If so, feel free to raise your hand.
There is Holo. Are you Toby?
Okay, Milos doesn't have a mic, but don't worry. Holo, would you like to say something? Holo, you're a panelist now?
And I want to say,
turn on the microphone, please. You turned it on and then it cut off.
hello.
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 Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello. Now, good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I want to say a big thank you to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Go
on. Yeah, and to my team, PM Master, we lead, others follow. I want to congratulate my teammate again and to the organizer of this competition, GeCCo 2017. We are looking forward to GeCCo 2018 to be the winner. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
That's the spirit. Thank you. Anyone else? would feel free to raise your hand if you'd like to say something, or you can...
Milos says thank you for the experience.
Yes, he doesn't have a mic, but okay. He's a winner, so I guess he has a privilege. So that's
he's a winner, so he doesn't have a mic.
I think, considering that we're getting positive feedbacks, but in people are typing, but maybe they're a bit shy to share their. Just okay, Milos, we got it. You're moving. It's okay. It's okay. Once again, congratulations to all of the winners, to all of you who participated and who made this event possible. And don't forget, afterwards, during the day, you will get a post-award ceremony email with all of the relevant details about prize distribution, future steps, and everything. We hope that you will cherish this GeCCo experience in your life, that it helps you in both your professional and private life, that you got enough competencies. Our world is getting, although it's very big, our world is getting smaller each day as we emerge on this virtual journey, and hope to see you next year as well. Gundars, any words from your side as a member of a core team? Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
I will give a dance.
Yeah. Amazing, thank you. And I think this is it. I think we can wrap up this award ceremony and talk to you soon on all relevant social medias. Follow us on Facebook. We'll be uploading these videos on YouTube. And have a nice Saturday, guys. Bye.
Bye.